Welcome. So in this series, we'll talk about the questions that were asked in your CUET PG 2026 paper for environmental science. Now, the first question talks about which of the following elements are in the increasing order of their mass weight percentage. Now, let's talk about the percentage, and then you have to simply identify which is from the smaller to the larger one, right? So, iron constitutes to around 32%, oxygen constitutes to around 30%, nickel around 1.8%, magnesium somewhere around 14%, and silicon around 15%. Now, based on this, nickel would be the lowest one, followed by magnesium, and iron would be the highest one. So, E to A would be the correct sequence. Now, E to A is in two of the choices, so you would have to identify. Next to E is magnesium, right? That is D. So, 4 becomes the correct option here. The next question is which of the following epoch of the Cenozoic period is starting from the most recent to the oldest one, right? So you have to find out the recent one first. So from the given correct order, we have the latest one. Okay, that is the Holocene. Now, before Holocene was the Pleistocene, which is not among the choices. Then followed by that is the Paleocene. Followed by that is the Miocene. Again, Miocene is not there. Then you have Oligocene. Then Eocene. And then finally the Paleocene. So Paleocene, as the name suggests, it is from the Paleology. Paleology is the fossil deposits. So Paleocene is among the oldest one, and Holocene is the recent one. Now Holocene is where we say the recent one. It's the one that we are presently living with, the around 11,700 years old, and since then we have the Holocene that has started. So among these, the oldest would be Paleocene, the recent would be the Holocene. So the sequence should start with the D, end with Paleocene A. So there are two of the choices. Now again in this we have to identify 3 and 4. So Oligocene before the Eocene. So C before E. So 4 again would be the correct option here. The next is which of the following rock types is from high grade to low grade metamorphism. Now the progressive metamorphism of a clay rich soil is very important, and that is subject to higher temperature and higher pressure conditions. Now how intense the conditions were, that actually determine the series of the rock grade rise, and therefore here we are asked from the high grade to the low grade. So highest among this is Nessus, which is formed by the metamorphism of granite, followed by schist. Then we have the next one as phyllite. Following it is slate from the shale, and finally the shale itself. So those are the correct options. Now most important thing is, whenever we are talking about a sequence which begins, shale is a kind of unmetamorphized form of sedimentary rock which serves as the basis for the formation of the slate. So among all these, shale would be the lowest grade which would be studied. Now discontinuities are one of the very favorite questions asked each and every year between the crust and the mantle and the core, and between the outer and the inner crust, outer and the inner mantle, and so on and so forth, right? So these discontinuities and the sequence have been important. So the first one, the discontinuities from shallower to deeper, right? The shallowest one is the Conard discontinuity, which is within the continental crust, separating the upper granite and the lower basalt rocks, right? So this is the very first one, followed by the Moho discontinuity, which is also known as Mohoveric discontinuity, and this is between the crust and the mantle. Now followed by this is the Rapeti, between the outer and the inner mantle. Followed by that is the Gutenberg, and finally the innermost is the Lehman discontinuity. Now Lehman actually separates the inner and the outer core. So that is the last one in the series. So Conard being the first one, Lehman being the last one. So starting with A, ending with D. So starting with A and ending with D, there is only one sequence, 4, so that becomes the correct option. Now the next one is again a correct match. So leaching is what? When the soluble inorganic contents go deeper and get precipitated. The catabolism and anabolism, right? So catabolic activities, anabolic activities, it's the same concept here. So catabolism actually is when the bacterial actions degrade the enzyme into simple compounds. Then is the purpose of humification. Humification is the accumulation of colloidal matters within the nutrient system, and mineralization is the release of inorganic nutrients as minerals. So that is where the humus is accumulated. So those are the correct matches which could be seen here. So those were some of the important topics that we have covered. We'll continue with the next set of questions in the next lecture. Stay tuned. If you have any questions, post those in the comment.